So, on this social media space, there are a lot of videos talking about brightening creams, lightening creams, how to make your cream, your whatever cream to become a. Okay, we are seeing this for the first time. My name is Asmau. I'm a cosmetic from Little. Like when I see those videos, they sort of make me laugh and they sort of make me, I get surprised. How do these people do these things? Like a lot of DIYs on the street, trial and error, and the irony of the whole thing. These same people that will tell you use this and do this will still come back again and tell you, no, don't do. But there is nothing wrong with updating information. You understand? Even myself in the past, there are things I said maybe, and later on when I realized some other things that could come along those whole within those ingredients or whatever or products, I can still come back and say, okay, do like this, do like this. Do you understand? I understand learning never ends, upgrading never ends. You understand? Updating as well never ends. But this is it. When I see those videos talking about how to convert this cream to this, how to see to start with to begin with, most of the products in the market, Caucasian products, all those products, they're not necessarily for you and I. That's the melanated skin. They don't really favor our skin barrier. They don't really favor our lipid barrier. The good thing about we, the melanated skin, is the fact that we do not stop producing collagen as we grow older. It reduces. That one is certain. For every year, 1% of our collagen drops. Yeah. But then one thing for sure that drops drastically faster than collagen for the melanated skin or skin of color is the lipid barrier. You understand? And hence the reason why we always brag that black don't crack, because the fact that our collagen drops slowly, so our fibroblast seems to last longer and aging is sort of slower for melanated skin, especially melanated skin that has not bleached their skin. When you bleach your skin, you have messed up with your stratum corneum. If care is not taken, if the bleaching is involving prolonged use of hydroquinone and steroids, it can go damage a whole lot on the layers of the skin, and hence will not put you in the category of the blacks that don't crack. At this point, you have cracked your skin. Yes, by yourself, by using the wrong product, but that's by the way. When a melanated skin is shopping for creams or even lotions, there are so many ingredients you can look out for, or there are so many characteristics of creams and lotions you can look out for. Some people will brag with the pricing point. Pricing point does not matter much. Yes, you might end up buying a cheaper cream that will serve you better benefit than those your luxurious high-earned creams, right? But I'm not saying that the luxurious high-end creams, some of them do not deserve the prices. They do, some do not. That's the truth of the matter. Yes. And when you're shopping for creams or lotions, personally, you see, the thing about melanated skin is the fact that we have a dry skin. As we grow older, like I said earlier, the lipid barrier drops. So we have a dry skin. So going for products that more of boost hydration than moisture for the melanated skin might not necessarily be beneficial, and especially the environment where you find yourself. Probably a melanated skin that is not based in Africa might be able to use some of these products and it will work for them, right? Because probably their exposure to sun is not that high. But for we that we live in the tropical part of the world, we are closer to the equator and therefore we're closer to the sun. So therefore there are some moisturizers that would not work for us. Most moisturizers might not necessarily work for us. Do you understand? And the structure of our skin itself. So I've met firsthand, not physically though, virtually, a beautiful lady that told me that she battled dry skin for years without her realizing she had dry skin. And all of the moisturizers and lotions that she used, she said they didn't work for her. She even went as low as like, okay, let's condemn these products. Probably their chemicals are worsening her skin condition, she thought at the time. And then she digressed to natural. Then those natural beauty was coming. In fact, do you know what? I'm going to stop using the word clean beauty, because this clean beauty is actually gradually being abused. You understand? But let's go to the natural part where she now indulged in shea butter and all of that. And she said for some time she got relief. But after a while, it resumed back to like normal. That each time she comes out of the shower, she's in a hurry to moisturize her skin because her skin itches like mad. Now, two things here were involved. She had a really dry skin. Yeah, that is on her own. She had a dry skin. Then, number two, all of the moisturizer and whatever she was using were not moisturizing her properly. Because let me tell you something, if you say that you didn't moisturize today and your body is itching you, then to start with, the moisturizer you've been using all along was not moisturizing your skin. Skipping moisturizer one day, it should not be a good enough reason for your skin to begin to itch you that day. No, then there's a big problem. It means that your moisturizer on its own has not been doing a good job. You understand? So when you are shopping for moisturizers for melanated skin, honestly, first and foremost, you see all those other ones you guys are trying to convert into your lightening or your brightening or your bleaching products, whatever, I don't care, right? To start with, they're not necessarily for your skin type. They might not necessarily be for your skin type. And you trying to convert them to these, adding serums inside, adding tubes inside, adding whatever inside, might not even be a yes for you. To start with melanated skin, I know for sure that creams work better for us than lotions do. Yes, creams work better for us than lotions do, especially when you are above the age of 30 and the lipid barrier has started dropping. The need for excess or extra, not excess, don't get it twisted, for extra moisturizer or proper moisturizer is needed. And here are some very key ingredients next time you pick up as a skincare enthusiast, if you really care very much about your skin. Here are some very important ingredients you can look out for when picking a moisturizer next time. First and foremost, of course, most or if not all moisturizers are water-based. So obviously the first ingredient list is going to be your Aqua. Then consider an ingredient list that will have the second ingredient as mineral oil or liquid paraffin. There are so many balls around mineral oil, blah, 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 blah. But now we know better. Yeah, so for we melanated skin, the fact that we have a dry skin, we would need an occlusive that will help to seal in those beautiful moisturizers and hydrosol that will be in our body moisturizers. Then looking at the emollients like the benzimonium metasulfate or benzimonium chloride, also known as BTMS, all those ones are awesome, yeah, for emollient purposes, for moisturizing purposes. Then you can also look at steric acid. Now, let me say something about steric acid. There has been some kind of confusion or some kind of chaos around steric acid, saying that it's too heavy, it can cause some breakouts, it can clog the pores. It depends for the type, or it depends on the type of skin, it depends on the type of the structure of the skin. We melanated skin, for one, is the fact that we need good moisturizer. So steric acid present in our moisturizers is a yes. You see why I told you there are some things that might be not so good for some skin type and it's so good for our own skin type. You see the different strokes for different folks. Then cetyl alcohol is another beautiful one, a fatty alcohol that will help to also enhance the penetration and also reduce rub time of our creams. Obviously, I would still push on creams over lotions for we melanated skin, especially when you're above the age of 30. I hope what I'm saying is making sense, because the buffering solution of your cream is very important. This is a cream from my product line. The buffering solution is very important. And look at this cream. It's quite thick. Look now. Can you see? It's not moving. See? It's not falling. Are you seeing? It's quite thick, which is sustainable for we the melanated skin. So you see the lotion, this runny lotion-ish is not necessarily for we melanated skin. We the melanated skin might not benefit from those ones. And then some very important actives again you should look out for in your cosmetic product for melanated skin is Tyrosinase Inhibitors. Some melanated skin might not even be too comfortable with kojic acid, and it's okay. Like personally, aside from my handmade soaps that I use kojic dipalmitate, I honestly do not have kojic acid in any of my products. The thing is that kojic acid, aside from changing the physical form of the product, it can be overwhelming for some skin type. It can cause white spots for some skin types, because it's very strong. And then the fact that kojic acid has a slight bit of exfoliating ability, it can be too irritating for some skin types. And another thing again with kojic acid is, just like I said, because it has some exfoliating benefits, it can also sensitize the skin to the sun. So it being in a stay-on product is not really a good idea, because it won't be nice for you to be using something like that like literally every day. I don't know if what I'm saying here makes sense. I hope it does. If it doesn't, drop in the comment section. I will reply your comment. So basically what am I saying is that for we the melanated skin, we need a good moisturizer preferably with a good viscosity. Then we also need a moisturizer that will have mineral oil in them to help with the occlusive, for us to be able to seal in moisture properly and hold on to moisture for a longer time. And then humectants are very important. Don't think that humectants are not important. Humectants are super important for we, the melanated skin, as well. And then tyrosinase inhibitors are very important. When I talk of humectant, I'm talking of humectant like vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol, all those ones are propendiol, all those ones are very good in our moisturizers, very, very key in our moisturizers. Then talking about tyrosinase inhibitor, very, very important for evening out hyperpigmentation, because we melanated skin, we are hyperpigmentation, I mean, we're 5 and 6. So take note of all of these ingredients in your ingredient list for your creams. I would still prefer you go for creams over lotions. You understand? So all those videos telling you that you should turn this one to brightening cream, use this one today, Dr. T, tomorrow next, tomorrow medic, waiting. See, all those things, please, I want you to discard them. We unlearn to learn new things every day. Learning never ends. Discard all those DIYs that will say convert. No, go for good moisturizers. Tyrosinase inhibitors now moisturizers for skin of color is very important. Humectant is very important. Occlusive is very important. And there's good selection of emollients is very important. Not jump packing too much emollient too, but good emollient. Having just one emollient in a moisturizer for skin of color it might not necessarily be a yes. What do I mean by having just benchimonium metasulfate in our creams or our moisturizers for skin of color might not give you what you want. In fact, will not give you what you want, especially when you're living in this part of the world to start with. You understand? Yes. And then one very important thing again is this, that if a moisturizer is skipped, let's say you don't moisturize today, and then your body is itching, then there's a problem. It means that your moisturizer is not doing its job. Yes, you should be able to skip your moisturizer even if it's for a week, and your body should not itch you. If you skip moisturizer for some few days and your body itches you, try that test. Let's see. Try it. Skip your moisturizer for some few days, and if your body itches you, then that your moisturizer is not doing a good job. I'm sorry to disappoint you. That because moisturizers for skin of color should be jam-packed with good, rich emollients that should be able to sustain the skin. Do you understand? Even if you don't use them for some days, your skin should still feel moisturized. Although in some cases, the type of soap you use also to shower can also affect the will I say efficacy of your moisturizers. I'll be bringing in a video about soaps. Yeah, about clean body washes and soaps for skin of color. Very, very important. Please, we have to be careful what we use on our skin of color if you're a skincare enthusiast. All right, thank you so much and hope to see you in another video soon. Bye.